Picture this. You're decorating your tree, lights glowing, ornaments sparkling, music playing in the background. It feels like this tradition has always existed. But here's the truth most people never hear. That Christmas tree in your living room didn't begin as a Christian symbol. It began as a pagan survival ritual, meant to fight darkness, fear, and winter itself. In fact, for centuries, religious leaders tried to ban it, and in early America, decorating a tree could actually get you fined. So how did something once considered dangerous, pagan, and even illegal become one of the most beloved holiday symbols in the United States? Why did some cultures decorate trees while others burn them? And how did this tradition survive religion, politics, industrialization, and modern technology? Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the real stories behind the everyday objects and traditions we think we already understand. Today we're uncovering the real story of the Christmas tree, era by era, from ancient solstice rituals to smart LED trees, and how this single tradition quietly shaped holiday life in America. By the end, you'll never look at your tree the same way again. Long before Christmas existed, winter was a season of fear. Days grew shorter, crops died, and darkness threatened survival. Ancient civilizations turned to nature for reassurance, and one thing stood out: evergreen trees. While everything else withered, evergreens stayed alive. To ancient people, this wasn't biology, it was hope. In ancient Egypt, people filled their homes with green palm branches during the winter solstice to honor Ra, the sun god, celebrating the return of longer days. In Rome, Saturnalia transformed cities with evergreen decorations. Feasting and gift-giving meant to push back the darkness. Farther north, Celtic Druids revered evergreens as symbols of eternal life. Vikings honored mistletoe and sacred trees tied to Baldur, the god of light. Norse mythology even imagined the universe itself as a tree, Yggdrasil, linking heaven, earth, and the underworld. These trees weren't decorations, they were protection. But none of this was Christian, and that would become a problem later. As Christianity spread across Europe, it faced a dilemma. Evergreens were deeply embedded in pagan rituals that the church wanted erased. One famous legend captures this tension. In the 8th century, the missionary St. Boniface cut down a sacred oak tree dedicated to Thor. According to tradition, a small fir grew in its place, and Boniface used its triangular shape to explain the Holy Trinity. Whether legend or not, the strategy worked. By the Middle Ages, churches used trees in paradise plays staged on December 24th, the feast day of Adam and Eve. A paradise tree represented the Garden of Eden, decorated with apples for forbidden fruit and wafers symbolizing redemption. After performances, families brought these trees home. The tree quietly crossed a line from ritual object to household symbol. Still, not everyone approved. Church leaders repeatedly criticized the practice as a pagan leftover, and in some regions, people decorated trees secretly. The tree survived not because it was powerful, but because people loved it. During the Protestant Reformation, the Christmas tree evolved again. In German-speaking regions, decorated trees called Christbaum became common in homes, covered with apples, nuts, paper flowers, and sweets. Then came the lights. According to popular legend, Martin Luther walked home one winter night, saw stars shining through evergreen branches, and placed candles on a tree to recreate the scene. Whether literal or symbolic, the idea spread rapidly. Candles turned trees into glowing centerpieces and also into serious fire hazards. Still, families accepted the risk. Light became central to the tree's meaning, representing hope during winter's darkest days. At the same time, German immigrants carried this tradition beyond Europe, across the Atlantic. When German settlers brought Christmas trees to early America, they weren't welcomed everywhere. Puritans in New England viewed Christmas itself as sinful excess. Decorations, feasting, and trees were seen as pagan corruption. In 1659, Massachusetts passed a law fining anyone who celebrated Christmas with decorations. Trees became acts of rebellion. But in places like Pennsylvania, German communities quietly kept the tradition alive. Moravian Christians used candlelit pyramid trees in worship, and small tabletop trees appeared in homes. The Christmas tree existed in America, but it was still controversial. In 1846, one image changed everything. Queen Victoria and her German husband, Prince Albert, were illustrated standing with their children around a decorated Christmas tree. The image spread across Britain and then America. Suddenly, the tree wasn't pagan or foreign. It was respectable and family-centered. American magazines republished the image, carefully editing it to feel relatable. By the 1850s, Christmas trees appeared in churches, homes, and public spaces across the United States. New York City began selling trees commercially. The tradition exploded. Candles were beautiful but dangerous. In 1882, Edward H. Johnson, a partner of Thomas Edison, created the first electric Christmas tree lights. Electricity transformed the holiday. Presidents decorated White House trees, cities built massive public displays, and in 1923, the first national Christmas tree was lit in Washington, D.C. Then came Rockefeller Center. What started as a simple workers' tree in 1931 became the most famous Christmas tree in the world. The tree had moved from homes into national identity. After World War II, mass production changed everything. Aluminum trees appeared in the 1950s, followed by plastic PVC trees in the 60s and 70s. They were cheap, reusable, and safe. Not everyone loved them. In 1965, a Charlie Brown Christmas criticized artificial trees as symbols of hollow commercialism, a debate that still exists today. Meanwhile, real tree farming expanded and recycling programs began. The tree became both a product and a symbol. Today, the Christmas tree is more advanced than ever. LED lights save energy. App-controlled trees sync with music. Artificial trees dominate sales, while real trees support farming economies and absorb carbon. In the United States, millions of trees are grown sustainably each year, and after the holidays, many are recycled into mulch or wildlife habitats. From pagan ritual to smart technology, the Christmas tree keeps adapting. The Christmas tree survived because it adapted. It absorbed pagan meaning, Christian symbolism, royal fashion, American identity, industrial technology, and modern sustainability without losing its emotional core. The tree didn't just decorate homes. It carried hope through winter, turned light into meaning, and connected generations. So the next time you stand in front of a glowing tree, remember, you're not just decorating. You're participating in one of the most resilient traditions in human history. Comment below with your favorite Christmas tradition, like this video if you enjoyed the story, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the hidden histories behind everyday things.